Okay, so good morning guys. Ang lesson for today is how to prevent computer-related overuse injury. So as we know that we have our past 2 weeks na lesson about first is the different type of hazard that namely physical, ergonomics, chemical, and other type of hazard. Today, and also then the second week we tackle about the 5S or the Japanese methodology about cleaning, sorting, arranging, set in order, sustaining, and standard. So that's the 5S stand for in English. Pero meron siyang Japanese word na uh, Seiri, Seiton, Seiketsu, Shitsuke, and Seiso. Okay, so those are the 5 Japanese words na na-invent ng mga Japanese. Just a little trivia. Alam niyo ba na yung Japanese na 5S is actually is not an original idea of the Japanese. It's their methodology, but the idea is not really originally from them. It happens when in the year 1945, that's the end of the end of the World War II. Yeah, 1945. And after that year, natalo ang Japanese regime. Okay, so natalo or natalo sa war ang Japanese. In that time, so pag natalo ang isang bansa, is either sakupin sila ng bansa na nakatalo sa kanila or bumagsak yung economy nila. Kasi, syempre, natalo kayong bansa. So, bagsak ang economy ng Japanese noon. So, para makabawi ang Japanese, meron pa rin namang mabuting puso ang Amerika. So, tinanggap nila itong mga Japanese na to para maging employee nila, no? And nung maging employee sila ng Amerika, itong some scholar ng mga Japanese, nakita nila yung isang methodology na ginagamit ng mga Amerikano. That is the can-do. Yung can-do naman is cleaning, arranging, neatness, nalimutan ko. Ano ba yung D sa ko? Objective, nalimutan ko na yung D. So yun, yung can-do naman, that's the American methodology. Ngayon, so nakita ng mga Japanese na yung ganda ng can-do ni Henry Ford. That's Henry Ford, no. That's the psychological psychologist na ng can-do na to, na methodology na to. So nakita to ng mga Japanese, sabi, maganda tong methodology na to. Nakita nila na unlad ng Amerika because of this methodology. And then sabi nila, ay gawa tayo ng method natin. So pagbalik ng ng mga Hapon sa bansa nila at nakaahon na uli sila sa buhay, gumawa sila ng mga kanya-kanyang negosyo at in-apply nila itong can-do methodology na to at gumawa sila ng sarili nila. Ito yung tinatawag nila ngayon na 5S. Seiri, Seiton, Setsuke. So, bakit mas kilala ang 5S kaysa doon sa can-do? Kasi yung 5S nakita na mas effective siya at nakita rin doon sa result ng ng mga business ng mga Hapon. Kaya mas naging nakilala yung can-do. Mas nakilala yung 5S kaysa doon sa can-do methodology. At sa ngayon, halos lahat ng company pinapractice tong 5S. So that's the trivia about the 5S, no. Ayan. Anyway, so before we start our lesson for this week, I want you to answer the pretest that already posted in your GC and given it to you expectedly last first meeting natin for this week, pero because of my schedule hindi ako pwede. So iniwanan ko sa inyo tong pretest and yung isang activity. So I hope you already answered that. So ano bang meron dito? Sabi nga in the lesson, previous lesson, you have determined how to prevent the hazard and risk from happening. So we know how to prevent this because of the the first two lesson, no? And their methodology shared can be used in anyone, even at home. So itong methodology is not just in companies, no, or industrial in businesses, but you can find this also. You can use this inside of your home, no, and houses, no. You can apply it at home. In this lesson, you will uncover secrets of preventing yourself from computer-related injuries. So, we will going to focus on your tag dito, computer-related injuries. So, this lesson is focusing on this point. Okay. So, to make it happen, the tips to be given must be followed. So, here are the tips. So, what is it? There are also computer-related overuse injuries of hand, arm, and eye strain. So those are the yung pinaka laging nagkakaroon ng main injuries, yung ating mga kamay, yung ating mga pulso, braso, and yung ating mata. Kasi nga computer-related eh. To prevent this, para maiwasan raw natin ito, the following must be observed. The first one is have your mouse at the same height as you correctly position the keyboard. Tama, paano ba yung correct position sa keyboard? 'Di ba? We need to sit straight, and then yung elbow natin sa yung arm natin, what degree? Ilang degree raw angle ang kailangan naka-position ng ating arms? Anong angle raw? Yes,
90 degrees
yes,
po,
very
sir.
good, Frances. That is 90 degrees, so perfect
Sir,
L. Yes.
sir, hindi ka po nakapresent.
Ay,
Hindi ka po
ay,
nakapresent.
sorry. Okay. Thank you for reminding me. Dire-diretso na naman kasi ako. Okay. Saan yun? Entire screen. Yan. So, yan. Thank you for reminding me. So, this is my presentation. This is number 1. Have your mouse at the same height as correctly positioned the keyboard. So, kailangan nakaposition raw yung ating keyboard correctly in the same height raw ng elbow natin. So, pag naka 90 degrees ng ating elbow, dapat pantay siya doon sa keyboard. So, that is the appropriate position for your table, and same as your arm. The next one is position the mouse as close as possible to the side of the keyboard. So, ibig sabihin, kung nasaan sa keyboard, is just beside it yung mouse. So, magkatabi lang sila. So, dapat hindi sila magkalayo. Okay. So, naalala ko tuloy yung mga gamer, no? Pag sobrang excite nila, umuusod yung arms nila hanggang nakadiretso na yung braso nila, no? Sobrang sa paghawak ng keyboard. Tapos after na masakit ang braso nila. It's because it is in the wrong position kasi. So, position your mouse as close as possible or beside the keyboard. So, that's number 2. Use your whole arm, not just your wrist, when using the mouse. Sabi raw, gamitin raw nyo yung buong braso nyo sa hindi lang yung pulso nyo sa paggamit ng mouse. Ibig sabihin, meron kasi malimit sa inyo, gumagamit ng mouse, ganito na. Sorry, hindi ko alam paano ko pa-position. Okay, so nakadikit yung pulso natin doon sa table, tapos hawak natin ang mouse. Actually, some studies say na hindi raw to yung appropriate na paghawak sa mouse. Kasi nangyayari, when we maneuver our mouse, ang pulso lang natin yung gumagalaw. So, ibig sabihin, let's say 5 hours kayong nag-computer because of your work. So, ganun lang ang pulso. Kaya makikita nyo, masakit sa pulso. At the same time, ngalay ang braso nyo. So, ano yung proper way? Pag humawak raw ng mouse, dapat nakaangat yung kamay natin ganyan. Hindi siya yung pulso natin, yung wrist natin hindi angat. So, para pag nag-maneuver tayo ng mouse, nag-move natin yung mouse using your buong braso natin. So, we can use our whole arm to maneuver our mouse. Yan. So, ganun po yung kailangan. Next is, type lightly and gently. Some of you may see some people na pag nag-type napakalakas. Parang I think they na-enjoy nila yung sounds ng tickling sound ng keyboard habang nagta-type sila, no. And yun nga, so pwedeng manakit ang mga daliri natin because of that, no. Let's say sabihin natin, no, around 5 hours kang straightly na nagta-type, no, ganun. So masakit sa kamay yan. So It can cause injury in your fingers, no? Finger joints, particularly. And another, kung masira man yung, kung masaktan kayo yung mga daliri nyo, syempre, the same time, nasisira rin yung keyboard. As I remember dati, yung keyboard ng aking laptop ay hindi gumana yung si delete. Yung si delete button. Malimit ako gumagana ng delete button sa AutoCAD. Kailangan kasi yung delete button. Nangyari, di pinagawa ko. Akala ko naman, expectation ko, pag pinagawa siya, ayusin lang nila si delete button, okay na. Parang siguro, lilinisin lang or something ganyan. Okay, pero hindi. My expectation is not like that. And ang suggestion nung nagagawa, papalitan yung buong board. So, it cost me 3,000 plus. So, para lang ayusin yung isang button. So, ganun lang pala yun, no? Hindi pala siya na ayos ng per button, pero kailangan palitan siya as a whole. So, mas magasto. So,
Sir,
yes.
dapat bumili ka na lang ng bago, sir.
Pangatlong laptop ko na nga to, iho. Kaya, lagi naman tayong bago. Huwag ka mag-alala. Pangatlong laptop ko na to. Pero yung 3,000 kasi, kung sasabihin natin, bibili ako ng bago for 3,000, ay napakamura naman. Saka hindi yun gagana sa mga apps na ginagamit ko sa mga software. Kailangan talaga yung medyo matataas na. Okay. Kung familiar kayo sa Gilmore, doon sa may, sa Manila, sa Gilmore, meron doon na isang building na bilihan ng mga laptops. No? Mababa ang price nila. Let's say, yung price niya sa mall ay natataga siya around 20%. Ayan. So, let's say yung mga
Santa Cruz, sir.
Santa Cruz, hindi ko
Santa Cruz.
Santa Rosa, hindi yan sa Laguna.
Santa Cruz, sir.
Santa Cruz,
Santa
okay.
Cruz.
Sa Santa Cruz, yan. Kung mapapapunta ka sa Gilmore, yan, ang price niya is natataga ng 20% kaysa doon sa mga mall, sa mga presyo na sa mall. And may matatanong rin kayo na magagaling na IT expert doon para ma-aware kayo kung ano yung kailangan na laptop para sa particular na software na kailangan nyo. So, doon ako halos bumibili lagi pag Actually, minsan kasi, tong katulad nitong hawak kong laptop ngayon, pag bumili kasi ako ng mga mamahaling laptop, lalo na yung hinahabol natin, yung mga i5, no, mga i5 na ganyan. Mahal yan pag binili mo ng brand new, no. Tapos yung mga latest model. Pero kasi ako medyo wala tayong punta sa anak eh. Oo. So, ang hinahanap ko syempre, yung i5 siya pero hindi yung latest model. Kasi ang idea ko lang naman kailangan lang gumana si software eh. Hindi ko naman kailangan nagpang-gamer eh. Ano yung gamer laptop pero hindi naman ako nag-gamer. 'Di ba? Kasi ang idea kasi yung gamer laptop yun yung mga may mga video card na matataas para tumakbo yung mga software na kailangan ko. Pero I'm not targeting for that, no. And ang tina-target ko lang yung gagana lang yung software ko na hindi naman masasacrifice yung presyo. Okay, yun lang naman ang akin. Yan. So meron ako 15,000 lang. Meron na akong mataas na quality ng laptop na pwedeng gamitin sa mga software na kailangan ko. Ganun lang. So, hindi mo ka naman kailangan gumastos ng 40,000 na Rogue or something para lang gumana lang yung software na kailangan mo. I-upgrade mo na lang. Yan. Yun na the best way. Okay. So, next. Letter E, mix your tasks avoiding long interrupted stretches using the computer. Yan. So, ganyan po yan. Okay. So, wag kayong magdadagdag ng iba pang trabaho habang kayo ay nagtatrabaho sa computer. No? Obviously naman, magkape ka nga sa katapat ng computer masama na. Kasi mga aksidente yan. Saka nakakapagod rin, no? Pag multitask. Another, letter F, remove your hands from keyboard when not actively typing and relax your arms. So, pag hindi naman kayo nagtatype, so wag nyo nang ipatong si arms sa table. Or wag nyo nang masyadong gawing busy yung arms nyo. Ibaba nyo and make it relax. Kung kailangan lang namang browse using your mouse, yung inyong mouse, yun lang. So, i-relax nyo yung mga arms nyo para napapahinga siya. Make sure your main source of light or such as window is not shining into your face or directly into computer. Bakit kailangan raw yung yung source of light ay kailangan hindi nakatapat sa muka or nakatapat rin sa computer? Any idea why? Uy. Bakit kailangan hindi nakatapat sa liwanag yung pinaka-screen ng laptop niyo?
Sir, pag ano po kasi nag-reflect sa mata masakit.
Okay. Una yon. Ano pa yung isa pa? Pag tumama yung liwanag sa screen ng ating mga computers, ano yung pinaka nangyayari?
Namumuti, sir.
Namumuti, no? Halos di mo na makita yan. Reflection mo na yung nakikita mo, no? Yung mukha mo na yung nakikita mo because of the light. So, lumalabo yung screen natin, no? May iba naman sabi, sir, itatalikod ko na lang po sa liwanag. Pwede yon. Kaso nga lang, nakatapat naman ang liwanag sa mukha mo. So, the same thing, masisilaw ka naman. So, ano yung best na position para sa computer? Ano sa tingin nyo yung best position para sa computer? Any idea, guys? Ano kaya magandang position para sa computer para makita mo siya ng maayos? Hello! Okay pa, walang sumasagot. So, my main idea here is ilagay a position si computer doon sa may medyo darker part ng kwarto. Anong darker part? Ibig sabihin, siguro hindi malayo sa bintana, nasa pader, no? Doon niya siya lagay. Parang ako, kung mapapansin nyo, nasa gitna ako ng bahay. So, doon nakapwesto yung laptop ko. Nasa may center ako ng house. And yung liwanag na nakikita nyo ngayon is galing sa ring light ko. No? May ring light ako. Hindi ako vlogger, pero I see that yung ring light, kahit madilim yung lugar ko, maliwanag naman yung table ko. So, hindi ko problema yon. So, parang may table lamp ako, pero social nga lang kasi ring light ang gamit ko. So, yun. That's the idea. Bakit kailangan natin siya na gano'n? Okay. Tilt the screen lightly to avoid reflection or glare. Yan. Parang kanina lang rin, no? Pag masyadong vertically nakatapat sa mukha mo yung screen, it means parang natingin ka sa salamin. So, yung reflection mo, nagbabounce doon sa screen. So, nakikita mo yung sarili mo doon. So, the best way is to tilt. Titilt siya ng konti. Hihiga nyo siya ng konti ng maybe around 5 degrees or 10 degrees lang. Mga ganun. Huwag nyo naman i-30, baka naman hindi nyo na makita yung screen niya. Okay. And make sure that the screen is not too close to your face. Yan. No, number 1. The idea raw, yung kailangan around 2 feet raw yung layo ng mukha mo doon sa computer. Mga 2 feet. 2 ruler raw ang dapat ang layo ng isang computer sa mukha mo. So, as you can see, malayo ako sa computer ko. Kasi, kung makikita niyo yung setup ng table ko, dalawa yung aking monitor. I have 2 monitors. Kaya minsan di ako nakakatingin sa camera kasi si camera ito yung laptop ko. Nandito sa may tapat ko, yan, yung laptop ko. So si camera na dito sa mataas. Kaya hindi ako. So pag natingin naman ako dito sa may right side ko, na dito naman yung aking presentation. So nakikita ko yung presentation, yung appearance ng presentation. Same thing yung recording ko. Nandiyan na yun. So, yan, ganito yung setup ko. Pero, and make it sure na malayo ako sa screen kasi I know that yung radiation niya, doble kaysa do sa expected. Kaya one thing na mas maganda nga ngayon is because LED na ang lahat ng screen natin ngayon, hindi na siya ganun ka-hazard yung radiation niya. Not like yung mga bulb type ng computer. Yung box type na screen, yung monitor, yung box type na monitor. Kasi mas malakas ang radiation niya. Okay. So, at least, ngayon, medyo safe na ng konti. Pero at least kailangan pa rin nakatuwan. Okay. Put either your eye level and slightly lower. Okay. Ano bro yung pinakamagandang position ng laptop or screen, ng screen ng computer, yung monitor niya. Okay. Pag tumingin raw tayo ng diretso, vertically straight, yun raw yung hangganan ng screen. So, hanggang doon yung screen. Doon sa eye level natin. So, the idea, pag tumingin tayo ngayon sa center ng screen, nakababa yung mata natin. No, like yung aking computer ngayon, yun. Yan. Pag tumingin ako sa camera, yan mapapansin niyo kasi nasa ibabaw ng monitor ko yung camera. So makikita niyo na straight yung aking mata doon sa camera. So ibig sabihin, na doon lang yung mata ko sa ibabaw ng monitor. Then pag tumingin ako sa screen, slightly nakababa yung mata ko. As you can see on my yung appearance ko doon sa ating video. Syempre, yung sa aking cam. So slightly nakatingin ako sa baba. So that's the idea. Okay. Wala. Ang scientific explanation kasi nila doon, pag masyado raw mataas raw so dilat na dilat ang mata mo. So pag nakadilat ang mata mo, masyadong exposed raw yun sa dirt. Anyway, that's only a scientific explanation for that. And ang main idea talaga doon, kaya masama raw talagang nakataas si computer is yun nga, radiation lang yan. Okay, so for more information and more idea about this lesson, we will watch this video. Okay, dito ko na lang buksan. So we will watch this video link about yung mga common hazard na nangyayari sa computer. So let me open this. Teka, hindi ko siya ma-open. Ayaw niya mag-control, mag-alt control. Okay, copy ko na lang yung link. Okay, and kailangan natin ng isang monitor. Okay. So, let's watch. Bumagal yata signal ko. Okay. Ayan na. Sorry medyo nag-load din.
Welcome to another video from explainingcomputers.com. This time I'm going to talk about computing-related health and safety. This is a subject that should concern us all, as the long-term impact of widespread computer use is still relatively unknown. In theory, when used appropriately in moderation, computers should have no impact on most people's health. However, in practice, intensive computer use can result in occasional and even long-term health issues. The most common complaints are upper limb disorders, eye problems, headaches, and stress or fatigue. Upper limb disorders, such as repetitive strain injuries or RSI, may affect the fingers, hands, arms or shoulders, and can result in mild aches and pains through to chronic tissue or muscular complaints. Such health problems can result from prolonged high-speed typing or the intensive use of a mouse. They can also arise from a poor working posture. Whether or not computer use results in long-term eye problems remains a matter of debate. However, short-term computer-related eye problems are undeniable. These tend to be associated with sore eyes, headaches, blurred or softened vision, and sometimes a residual afterimage experienced for short periods. Excessive stress and fatigue are also commonly reported. These result from long periods of dexterous activity and visual concentration. Some people also find it uncomfortable to have to conform to software or hardware that constrains how they work, or which regularly crashes or causes them to constantly wait.
Windows Vista pa yan.
Many steps can and should be taken to reduce the health risks of long-term or habitual computer use. Specifically, measures need to be taken to ensure the screen image is clear, stable and free from glare or reflections. The keyboard should then be positioned with sufficient space to support the wrists. Many people also find that a wrist support makes typing more comfortable, with the gel variety being the most favoured. To prevent long-term mouse usage resulting in finger or upper limb problems, breaks from intensive rodent activity are highly advised. Other pointing devices, such as tablets, may also ease mouse-related RSI problems. The work chair should allow the attainment of a comfortable working position, and to facilitate this should feature an adjustable seat and back, height and tilt. The chair should be adjusted so that the user's forearms are roughly horizontal, with all but the largest displays set with the top of the screen at eye level. A footrest should also be provided upon request. Alongside these physical arrangements, regular changes in working position, as well as periods of rest from the screen, are essential to avoid computing-related health disorders. The provision by employers of eyesight tests and any required spectacles is also mandatory for habitual display screen users across Europe, with training and risk reduction information also having to be supplied. European legislation also requires regular workstation risk assessments. Nobody has yet spent a normal lifetime using a computer both at work and in the home. The younger you are, the more important it therefore is that you try and use a computer as safely as possible. For more information, look in the DSE Regs section of explainingcomputers.com. But now that's it for another video, and I hope to talk to you again very soon.
Okay, so that's the video. Actually, after watching this video, you're going to answer an activity that also already given to you. Naisend ko na yung link nito, no? And you are expecting that you have already answered. This has a 5 question that particularly talking about. So the next one, we have also another activity here. Yan, naka-Google, under Google Classroom. So, buksan natin yung Google Classroom. ODL class. Saka lang, nasaan na ba yun? Online class, yan. So, under in our ODL class. Yan. Mabagal ang loading ng aking data. Okay. So, yan. Meron na tayong dalawang activity dito na already given to you. That's around January 25, sorry. Okay. So, under classworks. Yan. So, as I can see, no? Out of 18, 5 pa lang yung nagsasagot, no? So, yan. So, ito yung first activity. That's activity number 1 and 2. Yan, dito. So, here, naglo-loading pa siya. Sige lang. Yun. Okay. So, yung ating first activity, what I have learned, draw a person working on a computer and applying tips and prevention to computer-related overuse injury. You will be given according to the following. So, you're going to draw a person that is using a computer. Then also put some tips that ibig sabihin na dito nakadrawing si character, maybe nakaupo siya sa sa chair and nakaharap sa table na may computer. Then you going to write around it yung mga tips na kailangan As I know, kung pinanood niyo yung video kanina pinakita ko, merong magandang example doon na pwede niyong gamitin. Okay? May pinakita doon ng example na parang ganito. Parang ganito siya, Asan niya? Eto yata. Yan. Parang ganito lang siya, Yan. So, pwede nyo gayahin yan kung gusto nyo. Yan. So, yan. So, kailangan ko dito is drawing. So, pwede kayo mag-draw, tapos, sa hiwalay na paper, then picture, then paste. So, ganun lang. Ganun lang yung idea. Okay? Drawing, tapos paste. Then, we have also here some research activity. So, you're going to open your internet and research for the following. At this point, I'm expecting that you are already know about the lesson further to the next activities. But before we go to our next activity, please take time to browse the internet and look for usually body pains injury. So, pains and injury na kinocomplain ng isang mga computer-related workers. So, ilalagay nyo dito 8 yun, 8. Here naman sa baba, meron naman tayong research me. Okay. You're going to research some more computer-related injuries prevention. So, dito, yung injury, yung iba-iba klaseng injury na pwedeng makuha natin. And dito naman, yung mga prevention. Paano natin mape-prevent? No? So, halimbawa, sore eye. No? How to prevent? Ganon. Risk injury. How to prevent? Ganon. So, dito nyo ilalagay siya sa baba. Okay. So, that is your activity. And syempre, yung unang activity na binigay ko sa inyo, na ibigay ko na kahapon, sa nakikita nyo, 6 pa lang yung nagsagot out of 18 students, 6 pa lang ang nakapagsagot sa inyo. So ito po yun, yung sinasabi ko sa inyo na activity about do sa video. Kung hindi pa kayo nagbubukas, no. So, excuse me. Ito yung YouTube link. If you want to open it again, I think I already posted naman doon sa GC, no. So, dito nyo naman, yung expected na ilalagay natin doon sa mga clouds na to, yung voice clouds na to, ay ilalagay nyo na lang dito. Kasi hindi ko na siya nagawa ng paraan kung paano maglagay ng words sa mga clouds na yan. So, dito na lang kayo maglagay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So, yun lang ang gagawin nyo. So, if you verify or observe carefully yung video, I think may nadoon na rin yung binigay na sagot. I think that is nakakulay, mga text words na nakakulay blue yun. Kung napanood nyo yung video. So, that's it. Yan, yung dalawang activity. And the last thing that you're going to do is to answer the assessment test. So, yeah, may natitira pa kayong 30 minutes para gawin tong activity nito and yung assessment. So, maaga ko kayong palalabasin na ngayon, ha? So, the link for the activity, nasan nga ba yun? Nasan yung aking assessment? So, na doon yung sa kabilang GC eh. Teka lang, buksan natin yung kabilang GC. ODL class. Ito, ODL class. Yan. So, dito sa ODL class, na dito yung link ng assessment. Sesend ko naman sa hiwalayin yung GC. Ayan, assessment prevention. Assessment. Forward natin sa... Ayan. Ayan. So, nasa GC na, no? Balikan niyo yung GC nyo at na-post ko na doon yung assessment. And same thing, nga pala, no, yung activity na isa pa. Nasaan nga ba yung isa pang activity? Ito ba yun? Ay, dito ko na lang kunin sa nasaan yung classroom. Okay. So, ito nabigay ko na to. Ito na lang, no? So, copy natin tong activity na to. Copy the link. I'll post it in your... Nasaan kayo? Uy. Ayun. So, lagay ko dito sa chat box. Ayan, pwedeng dito sa chat. Sir, wala pang nakapresent. Okay. Lagay na sa chat box. Ayan. Tapos, lagay rin natin sa GC niya. Ayan. Sa yung GC niya. Ito pala. Okay, post natin sa GC nyo. Bumagal ang internet ko. Sige lang ha. Medyo naglalag na siya ngayon. Bumagal na yung internet ko. Okay. Yan. So, I already posted all the links that you needed for this this week. So, meron pa kayong asynchronous mamaya. So, you can do that. What I mean is you have a time later to finish that. No? Okay? So, maraming salamat sa pag-attend for this week. No? Pwede ko na kayong paalisin ng mas maaga ngayon kasi alam ko marami pa kayong gagawin na activity. And also, tapos na rin naman ang ating lesson for this day. So, guys, thank you for attending and enjoy answering your activities. And that's all for today. Goodbye, class.
Thank you po, sir.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you,
Jasmine.
sir.
Thank you, Frances. Thank you, Patricia.